Just appreciate the fact that I made a semi-serious video. High school advice. It's for everyone, mostly freshmen and sophomore though, but for everyone, I guess, a little bit. Hola, what's up, peoples? Hello, what's up, peoples? What's up, peoples? Hola, what's up, peoples? What's up, peoples? Hola, what's up, peoples? Hola, what's up, peoples? Let's go. I swear I was told a while ago that you have to go to college for 6 years to be a teacher, but I did look it up, and it says 4 years is fine, maybe even 5. So the whole time I'm saying I gotta go to college for 6 years and I can move it down to 5. Take that away and say I gotta go for 4 years and take it down to 3, or 5 years and take it down to 4. You understand what I mean when you watch this. Hello, what's up, peoples? Apparently the actual and original intro to this decided it was gonna put my voice out of tune. My voice was off the track and everything. So I'm doing the intro. This is a high school advice video. And it's a little more serious to my usual videos because it's high school advice. Also, it was kind of late when I was doing it. So I also had to hurry up and make it. Hope you enjoy. See? Because I'm currently very close to this. Anyway, do I like this set up? Somewhat. My little background right here. So I got 10 facts. It's only 10 o'clock. I decided to just film it now. I was watching Supernatural, but I was like, why not film it now? Oh my gosh, my pimples. So let's just get into it. Okay. I wrote 10 facts down. I don't know if I said that. And they're on my phone, so I gotta get them. This is high school advice. With the junior. Oh my gosh, I'm a junior. Okay. Yeah. Here now. First facts. This is not a facts video. First piece of advice is to have a class where you can relax, like a study hall, or like me, I have study hall, but I also have, why is my shirt like that? But I also have guitar, which I already play guitar. I don't know if you guys can be able to see it if I can show you. You guys can't see over there. I own a guitar. I started playing guitar in maybe 8th grade, the summer of 8th grade, or the summer of 7th grade. I think it was the summer of 8th grade because it was COVID. I ordered a guitar. I was supposed to be in an 8th grade class, but then, COVID happened, so we stopped going to school. And I started practicing then. So I took guitar last year, sophomore year, and now I'm taking guitar intermediate this year. It's an easier class for me, more of a chill class. I still do have a study hall though. I will explain my classes later on, a little bit further back. So you guys understand a little. My hair is not cooperating, just ignore that. Let me do my eyebrows apparently. Second one is you don't have to talk to the kids you fully know that are in your grade. Branch out because that gives you opportunities. And what I mean by that is like there are kids you're gonna know that you've known since kindergarten and first grade. I'm not saying don't talk to those kids. My camera's turning. You can definitely talk to those kids. But what I mean by that is like if someone wants to be friends with you and you're like a freshman and they're a junior and you're like, I can't be friends with you. You shouldn't do that. You should be friends with like all grades because it does give you opportunities in some extent. Is that the word? Um, I have friends in all grades. A lot of my friends have friends in all grades. I don't think you should just have friends in your grade. You can, I'm not saying you can't, but I think it's better to have friends in different grades or different types of friends. Like friends that's not completely like you, like a little different. Like it's fine. Like don't be nervous to make a friend because they're older than you. They in high school it really doesn't even matter. Okay. I'm gonna read this because apparently I don't know what I was saying. It says do something you honestly enjoy, not something someone is pressuring / forcing you to do. And what I mean by that is like if you don't want to join a sport and you're only joining that sport because your friend asked you to join that sport and you don't actually like sports or anything like that, don't do the sport. High school is enough pressure as it is, and having someone trying to pressure or force you to do like an activity, like examples. A lot of kids that do track don't actually like track sometimes. They just do it because their friends do it. You shouldn't do that, especially in high school, because high school sports are not like middle school sports at all. Way more work. You gotta do way more. You gotta put in more effort. So if you don't want to be on that team or on that sport or on that or in that club, don't take someone else's chance to be in that position. Especially if you just want to be in that to put it on your application, like for college or anything. That's just giving yourself extra work at a certain point. Ew. Where was I? Okay. This is don't fall into bad peer pressure no matter how much you want to be liked. And this is one of the most important for me, not the most important. The most important is the last one. I saved it to the last. I probably should have put it first, but you know, you can wait. Um, Peer pressure is a thing that a lot of people have fallen into, and there's some good peer pressure. I honestly believe that. But there's a lot of bad peer pressure, like kids vaping, kids smoking, kids drinking. Um, if you really don't want to do that, and the only reason you're doing it is to be liked by someone, that is a terrible reason to do it. It's a terrible thing to do in the first place. You're underage. You shouldn't be doing any of that. But just in general, if someone's pressuring you to do it and you really feel like you don't want to do that, but you're only doing it to be liked, never do something to be liked. And this has to do with two more of the rules or advice I have for high school. It's like you don't have to fit in. You're gonna find your group of people at some point. Don't just try to be friends with some people because they're cool or anything like that. It's just it's bad. It's because then you get out of high school and most of the times you're not friends with those people after high school and you're like most kids don't remember much of high school when it comes to stuff like that. Most of the cool kids don't go on to continue to be cool when they get older. Okay. Okay. Have at least a small group of friends or like one or two friends you can talk to that'll be there for you or that you just know you can have a laugh with. Because going through high school, one second, what? Going through high school just flat out bored all the time. You're just sitting there with your arms crossed, which I do that, but I do have friends in high school. It's just I do sit with my arms crossed a lot. But I mean, like you're bored. Every day's just neutral. You don't even remember the days to the point where because you're not talking to anybody or you have no friends to hang out with. Like have that little group of friends, even if it's one or two people that you know you can count on to talk to, and that you can sit at with lunch and everything like that. I am so sorry. I just hit my little thingy. Because I have so much in this room. Okay, this one's kind of a paragraph looking thing, but it's not a paragraph. It says, dang, I forgot to put my ponytails on. Okay, this says, your school gives you opportunities like early college or college credits, and you want to go to college or at least have a college diploma, like you at least want your associates, take those chances. What our school does, and this is what I was talking about, I'll talk about my classes later. I'm going to talk about my classes a little bit just to explain. What our school does is you can get your associates after you graduate. And especially if you want to be like a doctor or a teacher or anything that requires being in college for quite a bit, because I think teacher is like 6 years. You should do that because you could be a sophomore by the time you actually go to college. You'll be taking sophomore classes, so you might take a year off of college. Like if I get my associates, I might only have to go to college for 5 years instead of being in there for 6 years to be a teacher. Um, and how our school does it is you have to take certain classes and there's certain requirements. So I want to graduate with honors, academic honors or whatever, and my associates. And academic honors is mostly you gotta have this many hours and you gotta have these certain classes. I'm already graduating with that stuff because also the classes that I need for academic honors is the classes I need for the college I want. Like I want to go to Purdue West Lafayette, and a requirement to go to Purdue West Lafayette is you have to take pre-calc and shoot, like pre-calc. What is it? Pre-calc and something else. You have to take those in order to get into college. Because some colleges have requirements, and a lot of people don't. I just realized I never put my name back in. It's fine. So stuff like that, and um, if it's like at some point stressing you out and too much, you don't have to get your associates or do the extra college thing, especially if school doesn't have it. Like, and they have programs outside of school where they do have it. You just have to look those up. I don't know any. I would put them down in the bio, but I actually have no idea about any, and I don't feel like searching them. I don't know where I was. Oh, 7. Don't be fake. Someone that pleases everyone. There's a lot of people that actually can tell when someone's being fake or lying about who they are. Don't do that to fit in. That had to do with the previous thing I said. Because then you have to go on being that person that you're not actually for another 4 years or however long you're staying in high school. Like, say you just moved sophomore year, 3 years. Say you move junior year, 2 years. If you move senior year, you gotta stay like that the whole time. And you could slip up, say something, and then you go on being the person that's a liar and everything like that. So don't be like trying to be cool and say like, oh, my parents are rich, blah 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 blah, something like that. I don't know. I don't have a really good example because a lot of people can tell when you're being fake, and even the people that can't, when they finally find out who you really are or anything like that, it kind of hurts. So I don't. I also think you should just like be yourself, which is one of the rules I have. We'll get to that. So I'll explain a little more in depth what I mean. You gotta say no sometimes. This has to do with the peer pressure thing. And not just peer pressure though. I'm someone who, my friends know me for this. I literally always have candy on me. I have a bag in my backpack, a little pencil pouch, always full of candy. Literally everybody knows what pocket it's in my backpack. Everybody knows that they can just grab it. But there are sometimes when I'm saving like certain candy for certain people, or there's something for the class that I need, or like I have like no pens left because I share my pens so much with my friends. And I feel the need to like, I feel bad when I can't give them something. I did this a lot freshman year. I did this a lot in middle school and elementary school. I would give away like my last pen, and then I'd be like, I don't have another pen. Um, I would give away all my food. Well, I never give away food. I don't do food. You're not taking my food. Try again. Try somebody else. But yeah. Ow. Taking away my food, like candy. Like you gotta say no sometimes to people. Like if they ask you a pen, you can't give them your last pen. Sometimes you can't give them all your paper. There are definitely kids that will ask you to help them with their homework. You can help somebody with their homework, but if someone's deliberately asking you for answers, especially if that's someone who never talks to you and then they just always text you for answers, you can say no, even if you feel bad for it at some point, because they shouldn't be making you feel bad about not wanting to do something like that. Um, this, because I didn't mention it, had to do with you can have the friends in any grade. And don't be afraid. Well, I kind of said it on accident, but I said don't be afraid to be friends with younger or older kids. Do stay out of drama. I think that's very important in high school to stay out of drama. But you can be friends with older and young kids. Like my soccer team, I didn't realize how many older kids I actually talked to until they graduated this year. And sadly, one of the people that like is my rock, and I say that because like I go to her for a lot, and she's just the one I talk to about like soccer, and I absolutely love her. Um, she's a senior. She graduated this year, and I texted her on the first day I went back to soccer last Monday, and I said, I miss having you in soccer. Honestly, it's weird not having you because I didn't realize most of the people I talked to were seniors. So I talked to my friend about it, and I was thinking about it. And I was like, I do have a group of friends in soccer that are not seniors. We're all in the same grade, but I do have to talk to a few more people and get to know the new people in soccer now because I don't know a lot of people anymore. Or everybody I hung out with was like is graduated, and I'm happy she's graduating and going on to the real world and everything. And I'm gonna keep in contact with her, but it's just like that is one of my strongest friendships I have, and she's a senior. She's 2 years older than me, and there's nothing weird about it or anything. She did used to call us her freshmen, which I think is very funny, but it's okay. Keep up with the work and don't try to do too much. And what I mean by this is don't join a whole bunch of clubs and everything like that. Do your work on time. And I'm kind of a hypocrite for saying this. I do not do my work on time at all. I do everything last minute. I'm gonna try to be better this year. And I say that knowing that I'm not going to, but if you can be better than me, um, do your work on time, get it done, and then do whatever you have to do. Don't join too many clubs or classes that you don't actually want to take that you can't take because it's hard or whatever. Because again, high school is enough pressure. It's hard enough already. You don't need extra stuff on your plate trying to do extra things because you want it on your application for college or because you just want to pass the time. Because again, you could be taking someone's spot in something that you don't know. Why's my throat so dry? Ew. Oh my gosh, spaghetti. Anyway, 10, most important thing, be yourself. Um, don't, our school does this a lot, not to call it our school anything. It's not just girls, it's just guys. They wear certain clothing or speak a certain way or act a certain way to be known or to be cool, even if they just get that like 10 minutes of glory where people notice them. Please don't do that. That's kind of, I know I'm not the only one that says this. My friends say this all the time. We talk about this. It's really annoying when people do that actually. Starting a fight just so people can like talk about it the next 2 days. Cheating on someone just so you can be the talk of the school for a couple days. None of that's a good thing. It's actually really bad, all of it. So be yourself, because also people know when you're not being yourself sometimes. Sometimes they don't. You may be able to get away with not being yourself your whole high school time. And go for it, I guess, if you want to. But I honestly think you should be yourself. And kind of a hypocrite against saying this because I am not fooling myself in school. Like, I'm myself. My friends say that. My friends always like, you're the most unique person we know, really. And I've never really cared what people think. Really, that's maybe why. How little wear the trash is close to school sometimes. People say I look like a hobo. But people, there's only like one person who says I look like a hobo. Because I absolutely love joggers. Our school, a lot of people wear pajama pants to school. These, stuff like these. Like, you cannot go a day in our high school without seeing somebody in those. But, um, people know when you're not being yourself. Also, not being yourself, you could get stuck in a group of people that you are nothing alike, or that you have nothing in common with, or that you don't even like because you were acting a certain way. And then you're missing out on that group of friends that are like how you like and everything. And be yourself is in the fact of if you have one group of friends that does not get along with another group of friends, you don't have to stop. You don't have to cancel out one of those group of friends and stop talking to them. Um, Because being yourself just means accepting that some of your friends don't like each other and they won't talk to each other. Like, I have a lot of friends that don't talk to another one of my friends. And in that case, if I ever have any outings or parties or anything like that, I'm just not gonna have, even if I'm not gonna invite the one that I like the most because I don't like doing that. You can invite them both or say that this person's gonna come. If you don't like them, you don't have to come. Explain it and then see if they come or not. You can invite them both. You shouldn't have to choose friends because another friend doesn't like somebody. Being yourself also is being aware that some people won't like each other, that you won't like certain people. There are different people, I will admit, I don't like my high school, like, whatsoever. And it's not just my high school, I don't like in my life whatsoever. But I deal with it. I don't start fights with them, arguments, or just go out of my way to be rude to them or anything like that. Being yourself is also accepting the type of person you are. Like, I have accepted that I'm very clumsy. I have a fun fact. I have never gone a day without tripping in the hallway or down the stairs at school. That's been myself. That's a lot of myself. I make weird outbursts. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. I sing under my breath at school. I'm sure people are very concerned about me because sometimes I'm sure I don't talk to myself. But I'm being myself. But the reason I sound a hypocrite because I'm not fooling myself at school. Like, there's definitely things I do at home and out in some public that I wouldn't do at school just because I don't want people to say, like, oh, she's weird. But then there are some things that you can leave at home and not do at school. Like vaping. Guys, some people have lung problems or health conditions. You guys vaping in the bathrooms or in the hallways or even outside the school, it's unhealthy for them. Please stop it. It's not good. Jeez. Just wanted to say that. I do have a couple of friends that vape. Sorry to you guys if you see this. But I really don't like vapes or smoke or alcohol. That's my opinion though, so I guess we're definitely gonna have some alcoholics. Should I be saying that? Should I put that out? Anyway, that is all I have. I hope you guys like my other setup. I have a lot of setups in my room. My dartboard might be a setup. Never really, probably. Facing this way, which you guys already saw when I did this video. That's a setup. Over there is a setup I usually do up on top of my bed where I got my little astro thing. Is a setup. I have quite a bit of setups in this room. You guys can't see this full setup right now because I'm kind of in the way. I want to find a way to make this look better, but I don't know. Oh gosh. I might just not cut this down and leave it at 30 minutes because I'm lazy. One last thing I have to say before I end this video about not just high school, but life in general, so it includes high school. Enjoy the small moments, the small things, just hanging out with your friends, having a laugh. My favorite thing is pep rallies, or when we go into the gym for assemblies, because mostly I get to get out of class and stuff like that, but also those are so much fun. Love stuff like that, so enjoy moments like that. Don't take them for advantage, because you don't get those as adults. Well, unless you're a teacher. So I'm gonna be a teacher, so I get those for me. Okay, he's staring at me. And look over and it's just, oh, look over and he's just staring at me like this. Like, we like that. Dang, he won't stand up. You guys see his teeth and everything? He's doing that, except he doesn't have a dimple. Okay, anyway, peace out, peoples. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. I'm going crazy. Oh my gosh. Back at it again. In the kitchen and I'm whipping the frames. That's not the sound. Oh, it's so dark. It's still recording also. How will I get out of this chair? Oh. you go. I still go to the end. To the end. Is that the song? No, you're singing a whole different song, ain't you? I don't know. Oh my gosh.